I am bad with names. Okay. Thank you for tuning in to another wonderful episode of Lupus Has No Face podcast, where we talk about real life, real struggles, and lupus and beyond. Okay, we got our Miss Beautiful Katrona Burks in the building today. How you doing?
I'm doing
Okay, I'll take that.
okay.
We will be discussing holding space. We were just having a little dialogue before we actually went on, so kind of caught a snippet of that. So you said you're doing okay. Why just okay?
Well, today I'm just saying okay because I'm tired.
You tired?
Yeah.
So just the normal stressors.
Just normal stressors of work.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm blessed. I will not complain.
Okay. And how was your ride here?
I actually had a beautiful ride here.
Mm-hmm.
A friend from work dropped me off because they was like, okay, you said you haven't slept that much, and I didn't.
Wow.
I worked 18 yesterday, and then I've been there since 5 this morning. So
how many hours is that? That's over 18, ain't it?
Too many.
Well, you know how the medical field can be. So I'm sure they appreciate all that you do. And that was a nice gesture that she dropped you off.
Yes, it was.
So let's get into it. For those that don't know who you are, who is Katrona? Katrona. Don't give me y'all Katrona.
So my name is Katrona. I am a nurse and an MDS coordinator. A lot of people ask me what's MDS. It means minimum data set. So long story short, I can work as a nurse in a building, or I can do the billing for any building or hospital entity, as far as not just coding and billing, but what should we actually be billing people for.
Okay.
So best of both worlds.
I see. I was just going to say that. IT and health. All right. So for our listeners, what was and is your role has been in my life?
That is my cousin, y'all. And she gave us a scare when we found out about lupus. I had no idea what lupus was, so I was like lost. It was the first time I heard it. Lupus, like, what is that? I was not in healthcare at that time. I was younger and coming to the hospital. I remember getting called to Children's, right, and walking in there, and you laying there still, not speaking, not moving, and we for me personally, it kind of messed me up. It kind of messed me up because I'm like you were so vibrant, so outspoken, and now you just can't speak at all. And you looked this swollen, and I just was like confused, And then everybody was like, well, your dad, you this little princess. Don't touch her, don't be too loud. And I was like, so then what is lupus doing to her? And I'm like, it's my cousin dying, We needed an understanding, I think, before we came.
So what would you say your role was to me at that time? Because I'm sure your role changed. What was your role? Or even if you had a role.
It changed significantly. At that time, I was just your cousin. We was just, man, out in the lamp. I'm trying to enjoy the days, a sunny day.
Yeah.
For the most part, though, like, I was a nerd. I was a geek. So I was always out of the way, but looking forward to seeing everybody when I did come around. And like mostly like you and Rhonda, the old faces. They my pretty kids. Everybody pretty, but you know what I mean.
You a mess. Don't be starting on this show now.
I'm just saying them little bougie ones. But we looked forward to seeing y'all run around, run up. Give some love. Hayes, it was a normal life, and then in a blink of an eye, it didn't seem normal anymore.
Okay. So it didn't seem normal. Okay. So before my lupus diagnosis, how would you describe our relationship?
I would say it was better. I would say that you don't realize what's there until it's not.
Yeah.
Do that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
I would see you before and they'd be like, hey, do our little screams, give you a hug. Whereas once I found out about lupus, it was like, do you hug her? Like, because I didn't understand, so it got kind of pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
my uncle's, your father's responses to it is what made me shy away. And I know that like I don't feel great about that. But that's what
was some of those responses that
those
made you shy away?
he made it seem like everything we did was gonna hurt you. That's how he made me feel. And for me,
And
that's my favorite uncle. So for me, that was a lot.
mm-hmm.
Like you, a lot of stuff in my life he has taught me, and I'm happy to be able to share that on your podcast. You know, like that's a big deal. But then it was like, don't do this, don't do that, don't touch it, don't squeeze, don't, like bag up. But he was just, I think he didn't know either. He just did. He was uninformed or misinformed as well. And so I started bagging up, like he said. Even when we came to see you after the first initial, I stood at the door.
Really?
I mean, you don't know this.
I don't. So it's really, it's nice to hear because I don't know. And this is actually the first time we ever even talked about it.
And I used to stand at the door, like Lee, my oldest sister, she coming in. They all been in healthcare, so I've been saying all my life, I want to be a nurse. I want to be a nurse, and it was generally because Lee was sick, and then it was like, dang, another one, So I started standing at the door when we go out there. And my mom and them, they all went over there. They was talking to you. She could rub you. He wouldn't say a word. I was just like, okay. But I was scared, and I'm not sure what I was scared of. I needed you to open your eyes. I needed you to speak or move or something. And for a long time, you didn't. And I thought I was losing my cousin. So
hearing this is like making my anxiety, like my body is like chilling, and I feel like nervous. But I want to hear this. I never asked. You know what I'm saying? I never asked, and for this to be the first time hearing me, I'm just kind of like, I'm nervous. I don't know what I'm nervous about, what's going on, but it's just like, dang, you never actually really know why the other person is not there. You don't know why the other person view it that way. And it's good to get your view because some people take it when people are not there for them being sick, that they didn't show up for them. Yes. And for me to hear that, it's like you were even scared to touch me. You were going by my father's wishes. Well, and
I was a child too.
Exact. And so age plays a role in it.
I think that if his reaction would have been more welcoming, and I'm not blaming him. He just wanted to.
My daddy don't play about me.
You know this, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not blaming him. But he is responsible for why I shied back.
Okay, that is real good to know. So we're gonna move on to the moment of diagnosis. Do you remember when I was first diagnosed with lupus and what went through your mind at that moment?
Kind of piggybacking on what is lupus? What is that? And am I gonna get it? Is it contagious? No, for real. I'm like, do it run in the family? Like, do you got it? Do she got it? Who got it? Why do she got this? And I thought it was unfair. Like I said, you're such a bubbly, happy child. And it was like normal life. What just happened? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For you. And then I think a lot of people don't take into consideration that no matter what's going on with somebody health-wise, because now I understand, they still here.
Yeah.
So it's like instead of shying away, I wish I would have came closer. Talk to you more, let you know, like, then I'm here, I wish you could just get up or something, because now I feel like it drove a wedge, and I'm like, all that space.
Because I don't know, right? I was in a coma, so and that's how you feel. That's your perception of it. But I'm telling you today, it didn't draw a wedge. Like we are, because you got to look at it like
it felt like it,
right. So I just want to confirm to you today, like I was a child, you was a child. I grew up. I'm a grown woman now. You a grown woman now. So we just are in different spaces and places. But I can reach out. You can reach out whenever you want to. You show up. I show up. So don't to me, I just want to say, don't think that you lost anything or that it's something there that a grudge is being held or something like that, because it's not.
I know it's not.
Okay.
I can tell that because I'm always gonna show up for you. You know that.
Yeah,
You're welcoming me every time. You're always welcomed into my space. It's a lot of things that I don't call you to because it's just you're not like out all the time. You have so much that's actually going for you, and it's good things. So I'm happy about that.
thank you.
You know what I mean? Like I know, like, okay, I could call her over here for this, but I know it's podcast time. I could call her for this, but I know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you. And I
Thank
want you
you.
to know how proud of you I am. So when I said draw a wedge, no, I don't think it means like no type of animosity. It means time missed.
Yeah.
All the space that I could have been filling up with extra love, extra attention, just for you to know I'm here.
But what you don't know is what you don't know.
What you don't know is what you don't know. And I was scared. And I was like, am I finna get it?
When I got diagnosed and came to, I like, how the heck did I even? But you know, what you don't know is what you don't know. What was the hardest part for you in the early stage of my diagnosis?
Seeing you that way.
And what way was that?
In a coma. I mean, it was seeing you, it was to me lifeless. When you were so full of life. So full of life. Man, you and your little friends. Yeah, I just was so full of life, and I love that for you. And then in a blink of an eye, it was like, she's lifeless. You don't know if somebody's coming back from I knew what a coma was at that age when they were like, she's in a coma. And I'm like, okay, I've never heard about nobody coming out of a coma at that time. So I'm like, so like, do we come in here just to what? Look at her. No, for real. Like she don't speak, she don't talk. Like, and they used to be like, still say stuff. She can hear you. She can't respond, but she can feel. And it wasn't the same like how they be now with all these meds they pump into you, and you feel emotions more. Like you didn't cry, like no tears came out. You didn't blink. It for me
just a mannequin,
just in the bed, just gone. And like, I guess your sister Bernice started learning more about it, and then she started explaining it when you come. Like she her body inflamed. She used to say her body inflamed, her body fighting against itself. She okay, she in there. Like, don't be scared. Come from over there. And you know, I would step a few inches closer, but I didn't come over there.
A few inches closer, but you didn't come over there.
I did not.
Okay.
I did not.
Did you feel prepared to support me, or did it feel overwhelming and unfamiliar?
At first, overwhelming and unfamiliar. Totally. Like I said, I was scared.
Yeah.
As I listened to her, Bernice, and then my sister Felicia a little bit more, they would start like explaining to me what that meant. Then I started, like I said, I got closer every time, a little bit closer. I think the closest I ever got was enough where I probably could reach out and touch you with my
poke me a little bit.
Yeah, because the first time I came all the way over there because I didn't expect to see what I saw.
Yeah.
But as I learned more about it actually pushed me more toward, you have to become that nurse.
So that's a drive.
It's a drive
behind your career.
Definitely.
That's super dope.
It is.
That's super dope.
I was like, man, from my sister to my cousin, like, why would I wait for something else? And I love her. So yeah.
That's dope. Okay, so we're going to talk about how the diagnosis changed you. How did my lupus diagnosis change you personally?
Start making me take better care. I swear it did. No, seriously, because there's no sign that it's going to happen.
Yeah, it is no sign that it's going to happen.
It just happens. And I used to not believe that things can just happen. People say it all the time. Oh, it just happened. It did not.
And it can.
And when it does, it for me with you, it was drastic.
Yeah.
Because it was like something that just happened and it's drastic.
Yeah.
And then I thought, how it changed me though, to answer the question, is I was sure at that point, yeah, I am. I'm going to test her. I have to. Because one, I want to be able to help my people. I don't want to be scared. I want to assist. I couldn't support you because I didn't know how. I literally didn't know how. I didn't know how because of emotions. I didn't know how because I wasn't informed. And it made me start reading up on it.
Yeah.
It made me and once I started reading up on that, that led to other
illnesses.
Yes, illnesses that mostly autoimmune diseases, and it just kept going. And then we learned that even the one that my sister has is an autoimmune disease, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I have to do this. So I started reading a lot of health books. I started going on health journeys myself, and I was like, okay, it totally changed my life because I was so young, and I was like, I have a chance to change it. You know, if I was, I don't know, if I was older because I wasn't, but I had a chance to change it. So, not that it was great that you went through that,
right,
but great things came from it.
And that is dope. And that's what this platform is all about, because you can know what HIV is, lupus is, cancer is, but once it hit home, a lot of people just don't know.
Yeah.
And they look for people to try to explain it to them. But even being the patient or being the one that has it to try to explain, sometimes the person that has it, because it was a long time that I couldn't explain it because I didn't accept what I had. So when a person is not there yet, it's best for people to read, because it gives you more of an understanding, more of an insight, versus somebody just being short and vague with you because they don't really even understand what they're going through. It's a lot of people that is sick but don't understand what they're going through because they haven't accepted that they're sick, and they want to start doing better. So
100%.
if they can't accept it, if they can't accept it and understand it, then how can they explain it to you?
Correct.
So I think it's a wonderful thing that you did that.
Yes.
It's no time like the presence. What emotions came up for you that you didn't expect? Fear, guilt, helpless, and frustration. So you told me you were scared.
All of that. All of that. All of that. Definitely helpless, because there was nothing I could do. And what I thought I could do, which was, just talk to her, give her a hug, was like, hey, don't do that, back up. So then it was helpless because then there's nothing else I can do. I can't wake up. It's a very terrifying moment. It is.
And that's what people don't understand too. Whether you have an autoimmune disease or you get shot, like, it doesn't just affect the person, it affects the whole family too. So everybody needs to learn how to deal with it in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
Correct.
Were there moments when you realized this illness wasn't just affecting me, but the whole entire family?
Yes.
So was that your first time seeing me, or after your first time seeing me, after the talk and things that the family was doing?
Combination. Because the first day we was there were actually, so they're gonna kick my butt. There was 2 family members that actually had an argument, and
no, this is where you keep it honesty, transparency.
Get out of here. They got put out. Get out of here. Because for real though, because somebody don't understand and think they understand and was all wrong with what they were saying. I know now that they was wrong with what they were saying, but they just wanted to know what they were saying, and they didn't. And it ticked her off. It's like, yeah, get out of here. And another family member mad, why would you put that family member out? And then it was just so much confusion. But really, it was all because people didn't know. Like I don't put it this way, you need to be prepared.
But how can you be prepared when you don't know something?
Someone needs to prepare you, depending on if you're an adult and that you are going into something you don't know about. You're not sure what you're going to see. You're not sure what to expect. Read up on it.
Yeah.
Read up on it. And a lot of us don't like to read. Read. If you're taking your child, prepare them. Tell them what you are expected to see.
Yes.
I really wish somebody would have said, we got to get to the hospital. What I was told was, we got to go to Children's Savannah sick. Sick? She not moving. She can't talk. She won't open her eyes. That's dead to a child.
Yeah.
But you told me she was sick, you know.
So now you feel like you got lied to.
And then it goes to other things that we have to look at where I was lied to, you know, like you as an adult, it causes distrust and it causes so many other issues within families.
Yeah.
Because be honest, prepare us for what we're about to see, prepare us for what this means. And if you don't know, tell me that.
For sure. And that's why I'm so big on, since my kids can talk or whatever, you know, I told them about my illness or what these medications are for, being familiarizing with the names of the medication, giving my injections, things that, just talking about it, because it's people that you're going to go to school with that's going to have things that's wrong with them. And some you can see and some you can't not see. And it's always good to be nice. Be patient. And sometimes people want to help, but it's okay. You can't help all the time. And you got to be okay. If you cannot help, just get out the way. You know, and that's where that helpless, I think, comes from. Like when you want to help, but it's really nothing you can do. So you just got to accept it and just go through the emotions. It's a grieving.
Yeah.
Grieving.
It's grieving somebody while they're alive.
Yes.
And that is harder to me because I've had both ways, of course.
Yeah.
Grieving somebody while they are well and alive, or alive, because not really well, is harder. But let me touch another thing here. After you was awake, right? And a better understanding of lupus, not a full understanding of lupus, you know, then like she looks totally fine. But then here they come with pain meds. What are you doing? You know? You know, what are you doing? So I didn't know that like inside you're hurting. You could just be looking just like this and just be hurting. And we just never know.
Yep.
Like people generally you see pain. Somebody's grimacing, somebody's guarding, you know, inside you're hurting all the time.
I learned to master it as I got older because I didn't like to be on pain medication because it wasn't a quality of life. Right. So I'm like, what can I do? You know, and that's when I start educating myself. But, you know, for those that do need pain medication, I'm not against it. But I do wear my pain well, but I had to master that because I didn't like all those questions. You know what I'm saying? Or a lot of people feeling sympathy for me or, you know, oh, you look fine this moment, but you in pain. People don't understand that pain has no look. It just doesn't. And that's the ignorancy of people that I did not like. So I learned to wear it well so I can protect my emotions while I'm out on the road. But before we go to the next questions, I like to have my guests read the comments that's on the screen. Hey, Kenda, how you doing, babe? She said a good evening. Hey, Princess, good evening to you as well.
Oh, yes. I'm very honest.
Okay, you can read that part.
I love her honesty and willingness to learn about lupus and other autoimmune disorders. I am totally honest about that.
Yeah, Sue, that's my sorority sister. She always supporting. Hey, girl, how you doing? Okay, we are going to move to holding space. When you hear the phrase holding space, what does that mean to you?
Well, to be honest, it means quite a few things.
Okay, let's hear it.
And when you first said it to me, when you first told me it's about holding space, I was like, what you think I'm holding? For real, I was like, what you think I'm holding? And then I was like, no, I know this has to do with how everything went with the whole lupus.
The capacity, the patience, and all of that. Yep.
Because it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It's still a lot.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to always be a lot because family study evolved.
Yeah.
Those that never really knew what it was and never really learned what it was can't teach what it is.
For sure.
So you got all these people that are looking at somebody that just looks totally fine. And when you say I have lupus, they looking like, okay.
Yeah, like what that's supposed to be.
They don't know what they still don't. Enough education is not filling up that space.
Yeah.
There's so many unanswered questions in that space.
Yeah.
There's so many hidden emotions in that space.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
And that's why I commend you, because you finally are talking about it.
I had to get in a place in my life, and this wasn't something I wanted to do. It just came upon me. Everybody would just be like, yeah, God, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I just woke up one day and he was like, the lupus has no face. And I'm just like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And when I tell you I did everything in one day, don't know where the funds was coming from. Don't know. I didn't know how it was going to look. It just did not leave my brain. And I'm just like, I'm a glam girl. Like, I want boutiques and nail shop, this and that. He said, no, you're going to be glamorous while you're doing this. And I love everything about it because it's just, for me, it gives people hope.
Yeah.
And it lets people know that you can live well with lupus. Like, I am the evidence. And why hold that? I want to tell the world, the nation, like, you can live well with any autoimmune disease, but it's going to take hard work, life changes, dedication, persistent, consistent. Like, that's hard. I make it look easy because I got years in this. But when you have somebody supporting you, and you can articulate and communicate and they can receive it with understanding, it makes it easy for you. Because if you're my friend, I'm just like, I want to be free to tell you, girl, I don't feel good today. And I don't want you to be like, oh, I want you to understand it and say, is there anything that I can do? Whether it's venting, coming to lay on a couch, like, we can't go outside today, but we can watch a movie. People need to have those different fun activities because you don't have to always go outside. Right. And because you want that person to go outside that has the autoimmune disease or whatnot, you can bring the party to them. Because I can say, when I was sick, when I couldn't do much, I enjoyed people. Like, I still was enjoying it. My face probably didn't look like it. Yeah. I probably didn't look like it, but it was very meaningful. It created memories in my, it created memories. So I just tell people, when people have autoimmune diseases, reach out. It doesn't matter if they don't respond back right away or even ever. We see the text messages, like, we see it. You know what I mean? And we're going to think about all of that. But people think about themselves and how they feel when the person that's sick don't respond back to them, because they feel like, oh, you see me texting, and it's not about you. Yeah. It's about this person. For me, sometimes I didn't text back because I didn't have the mental capacity or the patience to even respond. Like, I see it, or the energy. I see it, I was thankful and I'm happy. And the plan was to let you know that I sent you or whatever, but not at that moment. And people don't understand that. What did you have to unlearn about support and caregiving?
Oh, unlearn?
Unlearn. Maybe. What did you have to unlearn?
I would say mostly not to listen to what anybody else says. It doesn't matter if that's your mom, your dad, your grandma. I have to unlearn that just because somebody thinks it for them doesn't mean it should be for you. Go and find out yourself.
That's right.
And in doing that, I have found out so much of what I learned was incorrect, or what's the word I'm looking for? When they like twist the truth a little bit.
White lies.
White lies. White lies. We basically have to find out everything for ourselves.
Yep. If you're interested and you want to be a part of that person's life.
But see, that's a thing. Some people aren't interested because it doesn't look like like it should be.
Yep.
There has been so many times with you, I'm talking about directly with you, that I have seen where people in the family will say, oh, well, she didn't seem like she wanted to be bothered with us. And it's like, what exactly does that mean? The look on her face. And she's probably in pain. What makes you think she's in pain? Well, what is lupus? And it's like, now it's a whirlwind of questions. Did you know she has a show, a podcast called Lupus Has No Face? Because let's talk about it. Because we need to be educated on what's going on so that we never feel that way again. Because while you're feeling that way, can you imagine what it's making her feel like? Because
Mm.
if you thought she was making a face, maybe she caught all the faces you were making. You don't try to sit high and mighty over anybody. And that's what I love. No matter where you are in life right now, no matter where you've been, no matter what you've been through, you still try to come around and show people love. And I'm like I have a friend who has lupus. She's always in pain. I don't know why, but she's always in pain. And she has not mastered how to. I've actually referred her to a show, but
Well, thank you.
she'll be calling you soon.
Thank
Her name
you.
is Lisa.
Okay, Lisa.
Okay.
Hopefully you watching this show. Reach out to me.
She will, but she's always in pain. And there's a couple of medications that they tell her that are recommended for anybody who has lupus, and she's afraid to take them for whatever the reason is.
Mm-hmm.
I think because she doesn't have proper education, you know, everything we say, they try to give you another pill. But as I was stating before, people could look at you, and I'm looking at you now. You look perfectly fine. And people will look at you and say, "Oh, okay, ain't nothing wrong with her. You know, she just don't want to come. She just didn't want to." No, you just don't know.
Yeah, and I thank you for telling me that, but it does not be like that. Like I could want to be in a space and place, but my body don't want to, and I'm forcing myself to show up. So you probably not gonna get the looks that you want from me. But that's where I always say, like, you can come to me, you can talk to me, you can ask me a question, just pull me aside. You know what I'm saying? Be respectful with the question. I can tell you, like, yo, my back hurting like a mug, my head hurt, I'm having pain, my muscles, but I'm still enjoying y'all.
Yeah.
But it's just listen,
And
which one you want? You gotta pick and choose.
yeah,
So and I'm sure a lot of people felt like that. A lot of people think that I'm standoffish. A lot of people think that I'm bougie. A lot of people think that I'm just this and that I'm that. And it's just like, you don't even know me.
intervention. What's wrong with being bougie?
I don't know.
Nothing.
You don't know me.
What is
Come
their
talk to me.
definition of bougie?
I don't know. I never entertain that because I don't see myself as that.
There you go.
So I just never entertain it. But I'm just like, I'm not. I'm a friendly person, but everybody can't be my friend, and I think that's a problem with a lot of people. They want to be in my inner circle, and I don't have the mental capacity or the patience to have everybody in my circle. I don't. And it has nothing to do with them. And I thank you for wanting to be my friend, but I don't have the mental capacity to do that. A lot of my friends that are around me and my family, they all serve a purpose and they make my life a little easier. And so I don't have time to learn. I don't want to learn you or anything of that nature. You want to come hang out? I'm here. You can come. You can be an associate, but I don't want to intertwine myself in everything that you have going on. Just not at this moment right now. And I think that offends a lot of people because they want to be friends. And it's like everybody is not meant to be your friend. Like,
that's true.
People say, "Oh, you too much. You're a lot to deal with." I'm not. I'm just too much to deal with for you.
That's right.
You are not my company, and that's okay because my people can deal with me, and I'm not too much to deal with. And people really have to understand when they say, "Oh, I'm just too much." You're not. You just don't have the right circle.
I think you touched on it when you said mental health.
Yeah.
People don't think about that.
Yeah.
They really don't. That's really what it is. When somebody calls you, regardless of what it's for,
yeah,
they want you to do something or they just want to be around you. First, they need to know, how is your mental right now?
Yeah.
And nobody asks that. How you feeling mentally? Nobody asks that. You could be like, you could feel overwhelmed, but nobody calls to see if you're overwhelmed. They call to see if you're coming outside.
That is true.
Like, no.
That's true.
What about my mental health?
We're not talking about my inner circle. What are you talking? But you right. Stay over there. Stay over there. Stay in your corner. You right. Okay, so how did you learn when to step in and when to just sit with me in the moment? Prayer is everything.
Prayer is everything.
Yes.
If you be quiet, people talk too much. If you be quiet, you will receive an answer.
Yeah.
And that answer is going to push you to go because it's time, or encourage you to sit quiet because that's what's needed.
Yeah.
And it's so real. And I think until people understand or develop a relationship with God for themselves, they're never going to understand that.
In themselves.
It's the dopest relationship ever.
In themselves. You do not know how many people cannot sit in quiet.
Oh, yes.
Cannot sit in silence.
I used to be one.
Cannot be by themselves.
I used to be one.
And why? Because you didn't want to hear your inner thoughts.
Correct.
It messed with you.
Listen, not just that I didn't want to hear my inner thoughts, but I knew that my inner thoughts was going to make me have to self-correct. And I was comfortable in my bullshit.
Unhealing, toxic moments. We all had them at one point in time.
I was.
Yeah, and people don't understand. How can you be sitting quiet? Because I'm okay with myself. And once you learn, you can probably contest to this. Once you learn to sit with yourself and have that relationship with God, when you sit with yourself, your mind is at peace because you dealt what was needed to be dealt with. And people don't understand that. They always got to have somebody around. It's like, you got to deal with you first.
And that's new for me. It's new.
Well, you're doing it.
I'm doing it. I'm so proud of myself too. I am.
You got to date yourself.
Yes.
You got to be able to deal with you so you can deal with other people.
And if you don't, you the drama.
Yeah. A lot of toxic people called healed. I don't even want to say healed because we're healing on every day. A lot of toxic people call people with boundaries, people with standards, people that's going to hold you accountable. Toxic people call them people drama. And it's like, I'm not drama. You're are toxic. The drama. Toxic. You know, they try to flip what it is for them to understand that you are the negative ion in this situation. And it's like, when you learn that, and for me, sometimes people can get my voice to be elevated because I'm just like, how dare you? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'll be like,
be loud. It still be little. Be
see, I be thinking I be having a loud voice. And sometimes I just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk out this person's life because I don't have. If you can't understand my thought process, you don't gotta agree with me.
Nope.
And understanding people does not mean you agree.
It totally does not.
If you can't understand that I cannot, I'm gonna say I cannot and will not have you around because you're toxic. That's a whole nother podcast. Where there are times you wanted to fix things, but had to learn that present matters more than solution.
Plenty times.
For an example.
Plenty times. And I'm gonna stick with you.
Okay.
So when you finally did wake up or whatever.
Okay. Let's hear it. Because this is my first time hearing this story, y'all. Yeah.
Okay. When they call it, when we were allowed to come in while you woke. I don't know if it was the day you woke up or was when we were allowed to come in, because you had to be woke for us to come in. Like, you go for your eyes, that didn't count. But you were woke when we came in. So now you woke, looking around, and your head didn't move. But you were like, look left, look right, look around. When we talk, you know, you was like blinking, but you still wasn't moving. So I wanted to, you know, like grab her hands. I felt like, I think if we touch her, you know what I'm saying, and it didn't work, but.
You think if you touched her, what? Say it.
I felt like the energy of us actually touching you would like trigger something.
Oh.
That's what I thought.
Really?
Yes, I thought it would trigger something, like
make things worse.
I thought it would trigger something. I didn't know because once I understood halfway that a lot of it was inflammation, and then I was like, okay, like to see you move, like I want to grab your hand, because that's what I used to do to you around it. You know, I used to grab your hand. You know, y'all was so cute. You know, and I wanted to do that because you were back, but it was like that's not going to change anything. So it was just a waiting process, and that was hard. That was very hard. You know, and then eventually when they say they were coming, I just was like, I'm not going.
Oh,
yep.
Because you couldn't deal with it. It was hard to deal with.
Yeah. I mean, if it was somebody else, it might have been easier. But when it be, I'm saying it, when it be your favorites, no, you gotta stop. No, for real, you don't, because that feeling is different. The feeling is very different. Yeah, it's very different.
Woo. And right now, I probably seem normal, but my anxiety is kicking my ass right now. Um, okay. What did this journey teach you about patience and grace?
Ooh, that's deep.
Yeah,
Well, number one, it taught me that I didn't have much patience.
that's very honest of you.
It did, because I should have kept coming and been patient, because it was, I felt like a part of me um, made it about me. I was too overwhelmed with what I was feeling that I couldn't be patient enough to just continue coming because you needed it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So yeah, sometimes I want to kick my butt for that.
It's okay.
I know
You
now.
learn.
I know
Yeah.
now. But then it was like, like they like, oh, we're going to the hospital. I'm not going. And it's like, you know, and actually one of our aunts used to say, it's about you. Like, we don't play girl. It's not about you. And it wasn't that. It was fear. It was
Yeah.
fear. Like, I can't do nothing. I can't help. I can't make it better. I don't like seeing her like that. It was too much. And it was too much because I didn't know.
I
But
can only
now,
imagine.
I probably wouldn't, it would be hard to leave. I probably would leave for work. Like, y'all got me messed up.
Because now you know. That's interesting how the mind give a different view versus then versus now. But again, it's what you don't know. It's what you don't know.
Correct. And
That
when
is
you
so
don't
deep
know,
and that's so full of everything. People don't understand that.
yeah,
Oh, they don't understand that. This
yeah.
like that just goes into like being loved
Mm-hmm.
unconditionally versus loving someone with conditions. You know, you raised all your life with conditional love upon
Mm-hmm.
contentions. When someone you meet is giving you that unconditional love, you might feel overwhelmed, or you
Yeah.
might feel like they're clinginess, or you might feel that they're up to something because you're used to toxic love.
You don't know how to receive it.
You don't know how to receive it, and that's crazy, but that is a thing, and it's like people have to unlearn that. But how many people unlearn that? They go through their whole life
Yeah.
saying that they love somebody,
Mm-hmm.
but then they don't show up.
Mm-hmm.
They're not there. They don't prioritize them for the titles that they are in their life. You know what I'm saying? Love is an action word.
Mm-hmm.
And people just say that they love you and they don't understand when they just say it's just a convenience.
Yeah.
I conveniently love you. And when you try to break that down to people that don't understand the unconditional love, they just like, but the thing about it is when people love with conditions, their whole environment is toxic. You can look at the relationship that the person and their mom and the person and their father, or the person and all the people that they're dating and their friend groups.
Mm-hmm.
You can see who's all toxic, and that's all you know.
Yeah.
So then for a person that's loving you unconditionally, that can be a lot for that person.
It is
to
a lot.
stick around and to deal with that, especially if you feel that the person is loving you unconditionally is fighting against you and not for you.
Yeah. They'll always think you're in competition because it's foreign.
And so then what they do, they go back to the toxic life because that's all they know. That's their safe space. Not understanding what they want to change is never going to change because you are in that environment. But you know, that's another topic for a different podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does real support look like? Not perfection, but present.
Showing up.
There you go.
Showing up.
Showing
a lot
up.
of people
That's
don't
it.
realize that sometimes just you can be right here and you don't never have to speak, but they know you're there.
Like I'm not gonna say the name, but it's a family member that I no longer deal with. I wish them all the best. I love them unconditionally. So what that means is I may not never come to your events no more because I don't deal with you.
Well, coming to an event will be conditional.
Right. I would never do that. But let you about to lose a house, or let something happen to one of the children, or let you be in a hospital. I am there. That's my conditional love showing up. I don't have to deal with you because you are toxic, but I'm showing up because that's my unconditional love. So it doesn't matter if we had a fight and you said these meaningful things to me.
Mm-hmm.
That is why I don't deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
But now, whether you think you need me or not, my place is to be right there because you hold a title in my life and I'm showing up.
Yeah.
Now, when you get back together, I'm back gone.
I love that. I love that.
I'm back gone.
I love
I'm
that.
just
It's so
here because
real.
I know that you need me and I can
Mhm.
provide in a way
Mhm.
that you're gonna need me. But people don't understand that.
Let me tell you why I love that. I love that so much because number one, it's true,
Mhm.
and number two, knowing that that's true and feeling that way personally
Mhm.
and going against it will cost you your life
It, it,
in so many
it,
different ways.
oh my God.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because I did it. When I speak from
You got
experience.
convicted, didn't you? When you okay, so you guys, I'm a very spiritual person. When you go against the alignment, and people don't understand, the alignment can be toxic, but that person that is toxic needs something from you,
Yeah.
and you guys are aligned, but this person got different attachments
Mhm.
that needs to be dealt with. But that doesn't mean that you are not aligned. And when you go against that,
Mhm.
you are convicted, and that person is going to be convicted too. So that may mean poor relationships,
Mhm.
business.
Yep.
You're going to lose a lot in the spiritual realm
Mhm.
because you are breaking that alignment.
Mhm. And until you come back into alignment, it's gonna stay that way.
That's right. And people don't understand, oh, that person is toxic. Yeah, that person may be toxic, but y'all chose each other
Mhm.
and y'all got to walk through it. You got to walk through it.
Mhm.
But if one knows it and not the other person knows it, and you still are in alignment, meaning that
Mhm.
you still are the unconditional love, that you're still making yourself available,
Yes.
and this person is not, that person going to be convicted and they're going to find a way back to you some way, somehow. It
Mhm.
always worked like that.
Yep. Mhm.
Y'all. Okay. That is another topic. Make sure y'all tune in for glamorous conversations, because these topics that we kind of like giving y'all, it's not for this, but it is for this, but it can be a it will be a full-blown conversation. Um, how did you take care of yourself while supporting me, or did you struggle to do that?
I would say I struggled.
Why did you struggle? Why you think you struggled?
I struggled because I didn't know how to handle my emotions. My oldest sister Felicia, she helped me through that. You know, like she used to tell me like she gonna be okay, and God got the final answer,
He
and
does.
why are you trusting in the world? And she know how she is. So where I struggled, she uplifted me, support,
Yeah.
you know, and she did get a little upset at me at first, like don't stop going, you know, especially when she couldn't go because anything she couldn't make it to because of work or something, because they all worked in healthcare. She used to be like, "We'll go for us."
Yep.
And,
Yep. You got,
show up
yep.
for us.
Yep. Absolutely.
And I used to feel like I'm scared. Yeah. So
That is so
that's
dope.
what made
Just
me
the
start showing up again when you woke up.
mm,
Because I hadn't showed up for quite some time while you were still down. And then when you woke up, I showed up thinking, when they like, oh, she woke, like expecting one thing, and then it still wasn't where I thought it would be.
would
It was
be
just the looking around.
the
And
full recovery. It was
so I was
steps.
still scared. Yeah.
This
But I
is,
came.
and I appreciate that. Like I said, this is the first time I heard uh the story when I was in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I never asked. I don't think I thought about asking, but I'm very more intrigued on the rest of the story. I know we don't have enough time today, but I'm definitely going to be asking you more because I'm just like, oh, I really what
Yeah.
happened. Did you ever feel emotionally exhausted but still felt the need to stay strong?
Not about your situation, but in life, yeah, several times.
That's good.
Related to a lot of family issues.
Mm-hmm.
We were lied to a lot. Then, I mean, like you can't choose your own. Biggest lie I ever told. I was ever told. You know, you make your own family. You create family.
Yeah, that's the difference
I
between
love
family
all my relatives.
and I was just about to say that's the difference between family and relatives. Relatives we're born into. Family we create because we have that safe space with them. Like it's gonna hurt me to hurt you. Like I can't do you like that. I may not mess with you, but I'm not doing you like that because that's gonna mess me up. And that's family.
Yes, that is.
That's it. That's all. Um, what part of being a caregiver do people not talk about enough?
How tired we are. For real. Like, no matter how tired we are, you have to have a special kind of heart
You
to
do.
continue to show up.
You do.
I would not trade what I do. I love what I do. I wish I did it sooner. I
Hmm.
feel like I could have helped you more, my sister more, my mom more, in so many different ways. I wouldn't trade it for the world. But we get tired, and a lot of people don't. They act like we don't get tired. Um, I do think though that it affects our family life a lot, a
Yeah.
lot,
Yeah.
a lot, because we help people all day long, and when we get home, it's like we need to de-stress first. So help me. But they don't see that. They feel like you gave it all away at work and now you got an attitude. What?
I'm going to agree with you on that. I think once, because when I got in the nursing field, they put me on third shift. I ain't never worked ever. And you want me to do what? I don't even think I was going out. So I couldn't imagine staying up wee hours in the morning.
Yeah.
When I tell you I was, but I mastered it.
Yeah.
So I was working first, second, third, like
Man.
just all, even my last relationship, I will feel the need to go to work, right? Because you build bonds with the people,
Yeah.
and we have our favorites,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean we don't treat the other ones in a good way.
Right.
And so I was always at work. Like he could tell you, and my girls can tell you, like I'm working 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Right.
I'm working 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Then I get a 2 hour break, and I'm working from 1:30 to 7:30. And it's like, I would, as I got older, I would ask him, I would be like, babe, do we have anything planned today? I wouldn't tell him that I want to go to work, but I'd be like, do we have anything planned today? So then if we did, I would not go to
I
work.
know where this
But then,
going.
but then if I say I want to go to work, he's always like, go get your money. And it's like, it's not always about the money. I'm trying to make sure we got our time. You know what I'm saying? Or it'd be like when I did live-ins, I had asked my ex, hey, what do you think about me doing this for 3 weeks?
Mhm.
And he said something smart like, what do you think about something? But basically, the answer was no. And I respected his decision because at the end of the day, this is my man. I want our household to be happy. I want you to
Yes.
feel like you get enough attention from me. And when he did see me work, that's one thing about him. He always sent me food while I was at work. And when we were together, he always made it easy. Cause like he used to complain about, you don't cook enough. I'm used to getting these meals. And I'm like, well, you know what I'm saying? And so then when I did decide to cook, he like, nah, babe. He was like, I'm gonna get us both something to eat. I want you to relax. Cause he was like, I'm tired. He was tired too. So he was like, I want you to relax like me. The small things like that meant so much to me coming from him, because that means he is paying attention to me. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to make less stress on me. And he's trying to spend time, because he will always put a movie on and I'll be falling asleep. I'll be like, he was like, you sleep. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
But that's how he would do. He would feed me. We would get in the shower together. We always take in the shower together. We get in the shower together and we would just relax.
Yeah.
So he started being on my time. And so when I seen him started being on my time, like, oh, I'm gonna get off when you get off. What time you get off? And I'm just like, you don't gotta do that. Okay. And that made me stay on his time. But he didn't know that. But he was leading in a way that I respected. And so I was okay with that. And the money was still coming in. Like that was just extra blow. You know what I'm saying? Blow money. So I respected that. So when you say it can change dynamics of a relationship, because I was in another relationship and I chose to go to work because I was gonna leave him.
Yeah.
So I was always at work. That was my exodus. So I was never at home. So I was planning on leaving. So I was never at home. He'd be like, "Where you at?" But yeah, so
doing a double. See you later.
Yeah, it does change the dynamics of the relationship. So I started, asking the kids, like if I told my daughter, because she was the last one in the house, I'm like, if you don't want me to go to work, tell me you don't want me to go to work. And she started utilizing that, and I was okay with it.
Yeah.
Because what she would do is come in there and just bother me. And I'm like, what you want? I'm still, working from home and stuff like that. And she would, and then I had to think like, And then it came up, and that's when she started doing that. So we don't know, but when you do know, I feel like you should hold yourself responsible, because at the end of the day,
Yes.
if we die
Hmm.
tomorrow, our position is going to be filled. So we need a
Yeah.
work-life balance.
Accountability is huge.
Yeah, for sure.
I know
For
people don't take it.
no, for sure, and for sure. Oof. Okay, our relationship and growth. How do you think lupus reshaped our communication and boundaries?
I learned all about lupus. And I knew my kids, it was okay, y'all. Man, I was like, okay, this is it. This is cool. So every time I see you, and I know I might get on your nerves with this, because every time we go anywhere, I'll be like, you good?
You
You all right? You be like, girl.
no, it's okay.
But
That's your love language.
it is, but it's I do it because of my friend. Because like no matter what we do, I know she's in pain, and I know you fighting through it, and I be like, you a soldier, so
Thank
you ain't gonna
you.
say nothing, and you just gonna fight through it. But I need
Yeah.
to know.
And I'm glad the way that you said, I received it that way. I'm like, she's just trying to make sure I'm like good, good.
Good.
And so I was like, yeah, like I'm okay with that, because that allows
Yeah.
us to have a great night,
Mm-hmm.
and you gotta worry about nothing.
I know where we at. She
That
all right.
and that's all
You
it
know.
takes. You don't gotta, be all the sympathy. I don't like
Yeah.
that, because it
No.
makes me feel weak and vulnerable.
No pity.
That's right.
No pity. Ain't nothing pitiful about you. I ain't gonna never give you no pity. You've
Thank
never
you.
asked for a pity party. I really commend you with that, because as you dealt with lupus, you never asked for a pity party. Never looked for one. Never act like, hey, I'm sick. We just did. We just knew. We knew because of the situation with the coma. If that never happened, it would have been like, she's totally fine. Like, we don't know nothing.
Yeah.
But knowing, for me at first, changed things in our relationship, because I was shying off, because I was scared, because I didn't know. And then I was like, okay, find out. Once I found out, it's like, okay, I could slowly come back. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I think more people need to just
Get out their own heads.
get out their own
Get out their own heads and
head.
open your mouth. That's
Yep.
it. Get out
Say
their own heads
something.
and open your mouth.
Just say something.
Because you're going to create a narrative in your head that don't even exist. So move
So
along with
tired
that.
of those.
What did this journey teach you about patience? No, I already asked you that
Yes.
question. Okay. So what would you say to families or loved ones who are supporting someone with lupus or another chronic illness? What would you say?
It's not about you. Show up. Be there for them. Ask them, how can I help you? Is there anything I can do to serve you today?
Mm-hmm.
Because they really need your service.
Yeah.
And they not gonna ask.
Yeah.
Most of them won't ask, because asking, the way the conceptions of the world today, you asking somebody like, I'm just tired, could you come help me? They think you're looking for pity.
They're like, what's wrong with you? I gotta spill out the whole thing.
You gotta people want too much explanation.
Yeah.
Either if you're here for me and it's genuine, unconditional.
Yep.
No conditions should come with it.
Yeah.
I don't need to tell you why.
Yeah.
I don't need to tell you when.
Yeah.
I asked you to do something.
And that's why I tell my loved ones or people that I deal with, period, I tell them like, yo, and sometimes I got to remind myself to tell them, because I be so busy. So I'll be like, listen, I'll call whoever and be like, listen, if you need me, reach out to me, let me know, because my time be so consumed sometimes. It's not that you're not important. It's just that this is what's in my face. You understand? That's just like having a kid at home and then other kids at a time. Right. You're more focused on this kid because this kid is in your space. The other kid is not in your face, so you're not focused on that.
Correct.
So I always tell my people, if you ever need me, just reach out to me. Like, I'm here, but don't expect me to guess. Don't expect me to see a Facebook post. Don't expect anything. If you want something from Savannah Burks, come ask me, because I'm not thinking about what you're thinking about. Or people just have
thinking about you at all. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, last time my thoughts of you was the last conversation we had, and that was a good thing that we had. If I don't talk to you in a week, I need for you to understand I still love you. I'm still rocking with you. It's just that life is happening, it's not saying that I'm not gonna call you. It just don't happen. You know what I'm saying? Call me. If you're thinking about me, call me.
That's huge within families too.
Yes. I used
Very
to
huge.
call if you're thinking about me, call me.
Yeah.
It don't we not keeping tabs on who call who. If I ain't called you, like I miss her, hit me up. Text me.
Besides my niece Leisha and Lily, girl, I don't have to say a word. I don't have to say a word. I don't have to make a post. I don't have to nothing. They just show up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll just show up. They just pop up.
Because some people's lives are busier than yours.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And mine is it get there.
And you gotta just respect that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are feeling away, communicate that so I can help you understand.
Yeah.
Don't hold that in because I don't know what you got going on in your head.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for tuning in, Lexi. What advice would you give to a caregiver who feels unseen or unheard? Lord Jesus.
We all feel that. We all feel that way at times.
Yes.
At times.
Yes.
Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing because it matters to who you're doing it for.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
If you're in it for the right reasons, you're gonna get that reward right through your patience.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take it a step farther. Feeling unseen or unheard, regardless if you are in the healthcare field, you an engineer, you a tech, you a boyfriend, you a friend, you whatever, just son or daughter, right? Never let someone alter how you treat them, because how you treat them is a reflection of me. So if I'm treating you good and you just so nasty to me, you're gonna have to reap them benefits. Come on, the mud.
That's right.
But I should not let you start making me treat you like bull because you're treating me like bull. I'm just gonna remove myself, maybe dibble and dab here and there. But that's how you respond to me is how you feel about your own self. And people don't understand that. Like, yes, people make us mad. Yes, we be wanna, but sometimes being that good person, it does take a lot of stress, and being not stressed, it's that bark back.
Yeah.
So that I feel like that come with growth, patience, and grace. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you don't feed into the toxicity, then how is it growing on you? That person gonna eventually stop behaving that way, or they're gonna have intermittents. They're gonna be good, and then they're gonna lash out. They're gonna be good, they're gonna lash out because they're gonna see that they're not getting a reaction out of you.
But they can do it over there.
They can do it over there. They can do it over there.
Please.
What does real support look like? Listen, I'm tripping, y'all. Okay, so our closing reflection. If you could say one thing to me about this journey, what would it be? Thank you.
Don't change anything.
Thank you.
You're fierce. You definitely. They're not going to, but no, for real, you are very fierce. You're very determined. You're self-motivated.
Yes, I am.
And that is so huge.
And it's so hard sometimes.
So hard, yes. We are worst enemies.
Yeah.
But then when you look back in that mirror,
like, dang, you a beast.
You gotta, yeah.
I did all of this. That's why I don't let people give me excuses. Like, you have no idea what my story is.
I know a lot of people don't be wanting to hear it, but you know which one I always use?
What?
A drug addict. Because they get up and they find a way to get drugs every day, right?
So, yeah, I'm just drop the pen on that one. Yeah, for sure. And the thing about change is you have to want to change. And that's a lot of our problems. We be loving somebody so much unconditionally. It stresses us out because we see the beauty in them. They may know, but they don't believe it. So they're not ready to change because they don't want to get out that comfort zone.
Yeah.
They want to know.
That comfort zone is toxicity.
Yes. And so I've learned that I'm not loving you. I'm not working with you more than you working with yourself. You're gonna have to show me that you want to change, and I'm gonna add to you. But you're not gonna consume my emotions and all of that because you are unsure about who you are. And when people are unsure about who they are, that's the behavior issues that they have too, because they so unsure.
But the thing
they
is,
don't know.
They don't think it shows, but we see it.
Yeah, we see it. The inconsistency, the selfishness, the rudeness, the disrespect, the disregard.
Yes.
You know where that come from? Not knowing who you are.
Not knowing who you are.
And the people that's around you, which is your toxic environment,
Mm.
allowing you to continue to be that way. So when you meet somebody that's
Mhm.
not like that, you're gonna have a real hard time with it. Not because y'all don't match well together, because you're not getting away with your bullshit.
Well, the thing is, your light, the light on you,
Yeah,
you know, it's shining too bright
yeah, that,
for them.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. People cannot take other people light.
Yes.
People see how people treat you and they want that love. They envy that love.
When you walk in the room.
And you don't want them type of people, you do not want around you. But that's a whole nother topic for this conversation. What do you hope listeners take away from this conversation?
I hope they take away anything that feels unknown to go and go and ask. Go and ask. Don't assume, because a lot of assumptions in the world is like really messing people up. I'm talking about connections, like really messing up connections.
Yes.
And they just don't know.
People will lose a good thing, right? Because they don't want to communicate. You want to know what they do? Say you sick, right? But I can't get past how you treat me. And anybody that knows people that are in pain, they can be rude. It doesn't make it okay, right? It doesn't excuse their behavior.
Right.
But for you, you shouldn't go over to Sally and be like, oh, Kim is just being such a bitch. And you're not saying, well, Kim is being a bitch. She has a lupus, she has cancer, she's in all so much pain. And then that will get, if once you tell a story the right way, you're gonna get
at you.
They're gonna be like, what's wrong? What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
So we have to know what we're dealing with. And if we don't know, I can ask you, like, listen, Katrona, I know you sick, and I'm here because I want to be,
right,
but you're making me upset. So can you not be so abrasive? Can you not talk to me that way? Can you not do that? Because you're making it hard for me to want to be here for you.
Right.
You may not like it in that moment. Some people can't process it right then and there. And some people can be like, you know what? I'm apologize. I'm going to work on that. Because when people tell me,
it's too late.
People don't really tell me too much of anything. Right. But when people tell me stuff, I'll be like, you know what? No, I have been told that I'm too direct. I'm too direct. I'm too private. I have people tell me that people have gotten mad at me because I'm private because they want to be in my world. So if you come to me and you tell me, like, Savannah, I would like to get to know you more. In my head, why? You understand what I'm saying? Don't go back to the other people like, she's so private. I don't know how y'all deal with her. And they deal with me because they know who I am. You understand what I'm saying? You're not getting what they get because I don't know you. You're not my safe space. I probably only know you from going out. I probably only know you from doing business at one time. I still don't know who you are. Correct. Right? So I just said that to say people need to understand these situations and they need to be able to communicate and articulate what it is that they feeling, because the only person that can help you, right? I can't go to him and have him help me figure you out.
Correct.
You are the one behaving like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one feeling some type of way about you. So we have to bridge that gap. Because you start bringing other people in, what happens? They create up a not liking for that person, and you're really probably the problem.
I'm not helping somebody dislike or like somebody else.
Yeah,
because I don't know that person.
Exactly. So it's just good to communicate. So I'm gonna do this last question. It's gonna be an emotional wrap, right?
Why?
So it's gonna be an emotional wrap. So how has love evolved for you through this experience? This is an honest show. So this is an honest show.
So I had to unlearn love as I knew. That's what I had to do first.
You had
to unlearn love the way I knew love.
That is so deep. Now, let me ask you something. What made you aware that you had to unlearn what you knew? Like, when did you think it was bad?
So it's Okay, you know how I said how everybody made me feel, different people with the don't touch her,
Mm-hmm.
don't be too loud, don't
Mm-hmm.
this, don't that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or telling me, oh, it just means this or it just means that. And then you go learn for yourself what it really means. It's like, so I got a lot of whoopings because I'm the kid that's coming back like, so
Uh-huh.
you lied. And they're like, I didn't, whatever. The long story short, you can't tell me anything anymore.
And I applaud you for that because as a
I don't
person
care
that's
who you
in
are.
tune to themselves, they know when things are a little rugged, rough, not
Mm.
okay. You know what I'm saying? So
You
that's
actually get a
dope.
feeling. You get a feeling. Well, I get a feeling like my energy shift.
Yes.
The whole, I believe in energy and it will totally shift
Yeah.
off of hearing another person speak.
Yes.
You like, that's so not real.
Yes.
It literally give you chills. I don't
Mm.
want to be around them. But that
That's your
I
discernment.
realized that discernment, but I learned
Hmm.
that that had been happening all my life,
And now you understand it and you have control over it.
all my life.
Yep.
I was just misled, um, told a lot of lies.
You wanted to do the work.
Yeah,
That's the difference between you and other people.
yeah,
You seen that there was a problem and you want
yeah.
to solve it and
I'm gonna do all the work. I don't
you
care how
want to
long
do
it
the work.
takes.
So that's
Yeah,
the difference between you and other people. And I definitely applaud you on that. I would love to continue this conversation. You know, my show is only about an hour or so.
yeah.
I'm gonna definitely have you back on. I appreciate you for coming. Thank you for giving me some insights on me being sick. I never heard a story.
Yeah.
You is the first story that I've heard while I was sick and how it changed you and emotions and stuff that you went through. And that's why this podcast is so important to me because not only am I teaching warriors, whether you have lupus or not, it could have any type of autoimmune disease, teaching them how to live well with it, to accept it, you know, to go through what it is that they need to go through. And it's not going to be easy. It wasn't easy for me. And also to teach the family members
Yes.
how to deal with someone that is sick.
Mm-hmm.
And when people ask me to this day, what is lupus? I say, go read on it because it's nothing I'm going to be able to tell you that's going to stick to your mind like a book is going to
Correct.
stick to. And that's again why I wrote Guide Living Well with Lupus because that's a lot of my personal information in there, and I am the evidence.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I applaud you for that. You guys, thank you for tuning in. Like you always do. Please like, share, and comment. We do respond back. Don't forget to pick up the book of Guide Living Well with Lupus. It's Christmas time. It is deals going on. Buy one for you and someone else. It's also a journal that's available as well. And there are ebooks for people that like to, you know, look at those things on their
Journal.
devices. Also, if you are looking for a life coach, I am accepting new clients. Go to snacoaching.com. Now, remember, what you don't know is what you don't know. But when you know that you don't know it, it is your responsibility at that time to learn it. And it's okay to unlearn bad behaviors that you thought was okay. Okay.
Yes.
Accountability is everything. So thank you for tuning in to Lupus Has No Face podcast. We are live every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on all platforms. Love you for free.